I am particularly offended by other people's bad habits that are not the same as my own at the present time. The way they always do those things, this and that and other stuff that I don't have the time, money, or energy to do anymore. But if you've got some things to say about stuff I do every day that is not the same as yourself at the present time, who, tell me who, that's WHO, died and made you king.
Be me. Discover awesome Japanese jazz fusion band called Cassiopeia. Love them so much, order vinyl record from eBay Japan. It arrives in immaculate condition along with 2 little origami cranes and a pack of tea. Little handwritten note in English. Guy put a huge effort into making it look nice. From the seller, hoping for the buying experience to be positive, and is sealed with real wax seal. Make the tea and put the record on in my finished basement. Listening to mint jams with origami crane friends. Start to cry because no one will ever love me as much as that random Japanese man. Tea is fucking bomb-ass delicious. I thought I didn't like tea before that. Sadness becomes warm feelings of gratitude and joy. Doomer to bloomer, just like that. Is this why y'all love weeb shit? That was one of the nicer evenings in my life.
Yeah.
Sumo's back
That's
on,
beautiful.
y'all.
Sumo's back on. It's
Yeah.
they even with coronavirus, they just emptied the stadium and they went on.
The sumo must go on.
I was imagining as I was watching the first night, this empty stadium, I was imagining somehow that there was this apocalypse situation. It was like a manga anime called The Last Basho. And they had just started they had filled the building and then everything outside was destroyed. And they're like, we're gonna have one last tournament at the end of the world.
To decide the fate of the world.
To decide yeah. Because one of the wrestlers was actually the supervillain who had released the coronavirus.
Now, how would that work in real life? How would one last tournament save?
I think it would have to.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How would it save the world?
How could we save the world with one last sumo tournament?
You would have to like the guy that had released this virus. Let's say it is a virus. Is wrestling in the tournament, and then the hero has to wrestle him. He's like, if you can defeat me, I'll release the
antidote.
The cure. I'll give you the cure if you can beat me. And it comes. And there's a lot of tears. There's a little bit of romance, and then it's a great victory at the end. Everybody cheers. Cries.
And Enho will become a household name for everyone, not just the sumo fans.
You're saying Enho is the hero?
Oh yeah.
Why would he be?
Yeah.
Well, he needs to be doing better in this tournament for that to happen.
I would agree with that.
What if he needs a crowd?
That might be it. I think it's the cheers of the women, of the ladies, that gives them power. That might be it.
Yeah,
this is Verbal Assault. It's it is your number one sumo podcast.
Yeah, probably.
It's also
probably
today your number one coronavirus podcast. We are going to, in a little bit, talk about all the true consequences of coronavirus.
True truths.
Yeah. Becca.
True truths and a lie? No? Okay.
There might be some lies. Becca, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Listen to this shit. The other night, it was Monday. Monday is trash day. And I was leaving my house early in the morning to have a wonderful, fun, long day at Universal with Tiffany. And on my way out, I took my trash can to the edge of the curb like you do on trash day. And had my super fun day. Went home about 1 o'clock in the morning. And as I'm pulling onto my street, it starts raining. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. Perfect timing. I get up to my house and I start to pull into my driveway and I can't because one of my neighbors took it upon themselves to move my trash can to the middle of my parking spot. Just like smack dab in the middle of it. Not on the edge, like near the road, just in the middle of it. So I can't pull into my parking spot. And for a minute I sat there and I was like, what am I gonna do? And then I was like, oh, fucking move it.
What can I
I'll
do?
get out of my car and move it.
Just push it with your car.
Huh?
Just push it with your car. Just nudge it.
No, I am
Yeah.
not going to disrespect Ferguccini Alfredo like that.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
the
you
name of my
named your
car.
car. That's yeah, perfect.
It is Italian after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a mystery to solve. It was one of my neighbors. It had to be. And my money's on the new guy because this is the first time this has ever happened. And I think I might confront him.
Well, do you think they were trying to be helpful in some way? I mean,
By putting it in the middle of my driveway.
They should try harder.
I mean, maybe it was in somebody's way and they just moved it back. They knew it was yours. And
No,
Your
I
fucking
thought about that.
spot.
What?
It's
Yeah.
it's your fucking spot. You're the only person that would have gotten in anyone's way if they're minding their own bees.
It couldn't have been. Now, my other neighbor, the cool one, you know, the one that said that was my stabbing story and everybody's got one, you know? His girlfriend parks in the middle of our 2 parking spots in front of the mailboxes every day. And she may have needed to move it to park because the trash man might have left it too far out on the road or something. But still, to put it directly in the middle.
Maybe she
so
pushed
that
it with her car. And then that's just, your aim isn't great when you're pushing a trash can with your car. So she just pushed it out of the way and it happened to end up in the middle of your driveway.
Well, we need to get to the bottom of this. We need justice for Becca.
We do. I'm going to confront.
Justice Rebecca.
I'm just going to confront casually my new neighbor. He's an older gentleman. And he seems like an asshole because he's outside a lot when I am leaving my house.
Assholes always hang out outside a lot.
He's outside a lot.
Yeah.
End of
They're
story.
out on their stoop. They're looking at people.
Looking for
running.
trouble.
Yeah, but
smoking.
he never acknowledges me or he just sits there and is
Does he
well
have
anyway,
does
I'm
he
gonna
have a beer kind of resting on his beer belly? He's just kind of standing there like this.
no.
Just like,
His shirt's kind of up over top of his belly button.
yeah, just a little bit, yeah. And he never turns his head when someone goes by. He just
Does he look at you out of the corner of his eye and finger his belly button?
For the sake of the story, yes.
And then he rolls the lint and drops it, but then he smells his finger.
Well, doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Some people
Everybody has done it at least once.
I mean, yeah, everyone has to. Otherwise, it wouldn't be funny because nobody would get it. So everyone's done it.
Exactly. I hope Brian's listening. I know he listens.
He's probably
sometimes.
throwing up right now.
Yeah, I hope Brian's throwing up right now.
Well, I am going to confront this neighbor. I'm casually just going to say, do you know who moved my trash can? He's going to be like, yeah, it was me. And I'm going to say, well, the next time I come home at 1:00 in the morning, expecting to be able to park in my parking spot, and I can't because you've put something in it, I'm going to back up directly in front of your house, and I'm just going to lay on the horn until you wake up and come move it for me.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
That sounds
You should
awful.
say that.
I want
You
to
should
threaten
definitely
him.
say that.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
do
you
that.
should threaten.
So-
I encourage all threats.
Say
I'm not
the
gonna
next
threaten
time I
him.
come home at 1:00 in the morning and my trash can is in the middle of my driveway, I'm gonna get out and move it again.
And be angry.
And then talk about you on verbal assault again.
I will stuff your body into this trash can.
I will speculate all day about who's done this to me.
A fate worse than death.
I will tell tens of people.
Literally tens of people.
Hashtag justice for Becca. Let's make t-shirts.
Justice for
Let's
Becca.
get this taken care of. But on a happier note, you guys will never guess. I mean it. You will never guess what me and Steve-O ate at a restaurant yesterday.
Yeah.
You can't guess it, but I'll give you some hints and see.
I
if we
bet I'll
can-
guess.
You don't
Yeah,
get to
you
guess.
don't get to guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know. Could you even remember the?
Can I ask questions? Is this seafood related?
Yes.
The first question's a hit. Yeah.
E cucumber.
No.
No.
I did have the lobster dinner.
Yeah. The lobster is a
Well.
key part in the story.
Did you do like a live
Lobster eggs?
squid?
roe kind of shit?
No, I mean it's you're getting there. And they did serve the whole lobster. It's the
So
first
kinda
time I've
whole
ever
ass thing.
had an entire lobster on my plate.
You ate the
Is it-
sperm of something.
Probably.
Could be.
But after Steve-O had got all the regular stuff out of the lobster, I was just kind of looking through it, and I said I was going to eat the eyeball as a joke. I don't think I could have done it. I don't know. But then we saw this green thing up kind of like in its
in its
neck
head.
area.
Yeah.
Oh, the brain.
And I was like, that's got to be the brain, right? And Steve was like, should we eat it? I was like, yeah, let's split it. So
Which it's tiny. It's like
tiny.
It's tiny.
Like, and he splits it with his fingernails and he hands me half of it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, should we dip this in butter? And I look up and he's already got it in his mouth. I'm like, oh shit. So I throw it in my mouth, but I don't let myself taste it. It's just in my mouth and I swallow it. And then we Google it to see what it actually was. It was the lobster's antenna gland.
Mm.
Whatever
Was
that
it
is.
So like gives you spider senses.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
we're going to have antenna.
It
Yeah.
probably makes you immune to the coronavirus.
Who knows?
I
feel
I'd
great
rather eat
today.
that than the brain. I would never eat anything's brain, man. Prions and shit.
I thought.
Eat the wrong brain, you can get fucked up.
Well, yeah, and we
I
were
thought it
and
was how you cook it though.
afterwards. We were trying to figure out if the brain was even in there because she pulled up a diagram and it had colors and stuff, and that's how we knew what we had eaten was not actually the brain. It was I think intestinal gland was the
Yeah.
word, which I guess controls. It's like the hydraulic pump for the antenna. Maybe I don't know. We didn't read any further into it, but I couldn't find the brain either. Which brains in those things, it does not look like a brain. It's like nerves, but like thicker or something.
Right. Yeah, there's not much there. Yeah. It doesn't look like a tiny human brain.
No. Well, what we ate kind of you could say resembled a tiny human brain, so that's what we went
Yeah.
with.
Oh, okay.
It's important to eat first, ask questions later.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm. I mean, I figure if it's in there, then it must be safe to eat.
Yeah, if a restaurant's going to serve it to you on a plate, it's not going to kill you, right?
They would
Yeah.
probably say, "Oh, by the way, don't eat that part."
Yeah,
Or there's like a big sign, warning, do not eat the antennal gland.
but they don't give you any pictures or anything.
No, there's they have a Sharpie and they put an arrow on the outside. They draw on the outside of the shell, like don't eat
Yeah,
this part
what's in
anymore.
here? Yeah, don't eat that.
Underneath this, don't eat
Which
that.
I couldn't figure out what else there was to eat other than the claws and the tail.
You
like
eat the legs, right? You can get some out of the legs.
I guess if you want to work real hard, but no, I mean I kind of fucked with some of. It's got like the big claws, but then it had some like tinier claws, and I kind of fucked with those a little bit. But it was just not even a morsel. It was just like a sliver of meat.
Not worth the work.
Like I was thinking there'd be a little more, but of course, like the meat kind of shrinks up when it's cooked, so it's like it was already small and it just got smaller.
That's what
It
happens.
was interesting.
Yeah. No, that sounds awesome.
It was good.
Whole lobster.
And I ate your leftovers because it's in the fridge, and well, you ain't
Good,
coming back
because
for it.
you got 24 hours on shrimp,
Basically,
I think.
yeah.
So
And
it's a
the
good
shrimp
thing.
was fucking awesome. I didn't realize
That's a
that
good
shrimp
thing
was so
somebody
good.
ate it.
There you go.
Fantastic. Anybody else got
Dixie
seafood stories?
Crossroads in Titusville.
They have shrimp with top hats all over the place there.
Fuck yeah!
Can't beat it.
Any
Oh,
kind
you guys.
top hats on
you
any
didn't say
kind
you
of
went to
animal.
Dixie Crossroads. I thought you went somewhere else.
Yeah, have you been there?
Oh yeah, I was there years and years ago, but it was dope.
Well, let's just. I might as well. Let's continue, but I'm gonna email this picture to myself. That way, everybody knows what we're looking at.
Okay, Brad.
Yep.
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Making progress at my new job, becoming trusted to do stuff and not fuck up. I had my first install yesterday, and I got first solo install because I had gone on about 3 installs where I went with just somebody else, and I got to go to the Blue Origin facility
Oh.
up by Cape Canaveral, and
Did you install something?
Yeah, I installed a satellite dish on the side of a trailer for one of the contractors. I didn't actually get to go into Blue Origin, but it's still pretty cool. It feels good to roll up to a security gate and be like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm supposed to be here." And they're like, "Oh, okay, sign this," and then you get to go in. So it's kind of cool. Filled out a security application, so I don't have to go through the port equivalent of TSA. So when I get that badge, I'll just buzz by TSA, show my badge, and they'll be like, "All right, move along."
It's the corona-free way to go.
Yeah, I don't have to fucking stand in line with all those sick people.
All those the disgusting masses
Yeah,
all lined up.
don't have to
Ugh.
mess with that no more. So yeah, it's going pretty good. I even I almost had to climb a tower today, but they wanted Kegel to do it because he knew exactly what to do, where I had learned earlier that day what I need to do. It was super easy, but they just wanted Kegel to do it. So I got to be spotter, which pretty much means I get to stay on the ground and just stick around and check in on the radio with Kegel, who's climbing every 5 minutes to make sure he's still alive.
If he falls, you get to see it.
If he falls, it probably means I have to go up there and rescue him.
Oh, I mean, if he really falls,
Then you don't have
mean,
to
Well,
go
if
anywhere.
he falls, then yeah, I don't really have to climb
you
anywhere.
gotta scoop him up, get his pieces back together.
I gotta call 911 and say I got a mess to clean up here. But hopefully that'll never happen because I really don't want to go through that. But it was cool. I got paid to just kind of sit around and play on my phone, so that was
Sounds
nice.
good. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Getting paid, and it's like that's my job is just stay right here and call for help in case the worst happens. That's it.
Patrick,
What?
what's new in life? Tell me one thing new in your life.
New in my life?
Yeah.
Got back on keto and been playing foosball like every day this past week. So
Foosball.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
yeah. I've
Practicing
been practicing foosball, man. I'm getting ready for you.
since I destroyed Patrick last time he played. It was embarrassing. I felt embarrassed for him. It was terrible.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing all week, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started keto as well. Yeah, a few days ago. First 2 days sucked.
Yep.
And
Same
then,
here.
Yeah, now I'm feeling good. I did it so long. We did it so long. It's
Mhm.
like the habit's still there, so it's really not been hard at all.
Right.
It's been good. Yeah.
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 Hell
that's
yeah.
good. That's good. Steve-O, you had that picture of that
I do have it, yeah. If you just
with a top hat. Is that what it
It's a shrimp with a top hat. Let's see.
That's what
That's a
got
weird,
me.
that's a weird looking fucking
Is that a shrimp?
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
it.
Shrimp.
Well,
He's like, hey,
in a way, it kind of it's because these are supposed to be the little legs here, but this
What
kind
is
of
it
looks like
holding?
a lobster tail. It's
kind
a
of-
light.
crystal ball.
Yeah, it's
So this is like a fortune telling shrimp.
yeah.
Shrimp wizard.
I will say, because last week I mentioned how I was going to get to watch the Falcon 9 land from 2.5 miles away, and it was. I just lost everybody. Oh, is everybody
What?
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody froze for a second.
We were
Um,
just listening to you.
Well, everyone did freeze though. I was like, oh shit, I had to go. It was incredible. I didn't really get great shots. It just, I don't know. It was so intense, and it happened so fast. But I do have, I have one thing to show for, and it's. I mean, I guess I get partial credit for it, or well, I don't know. I get some credit for it because I was using somebody else's equipment. Let's see. Let me make sure I want to show you guys this video. Hopefully it isn't too small on the screen. So what happened was there's this couple, Ryan and Mary Liz, and they do this thing called Cosmic Perspective. It's this right here. They happened to come in and get a pizza the other night, and I was telling them about how we were going to get to actually watch the landing like ourselves on top of this. It's not a building. I mean, it's a structure, but it's an old launch pad. It was where they used to launch the Navajo missiles from, which I guess didn't really have many, if any, successful launches. But it was definitely, when we pulled up, I'm like, wait a minute, this is a launch pad. It had a flame trench and everything, but stairs to go up on top, and that's where we were. So anyway, they came in and got a pizza, and I was telling them what we were going to get to do, and Ryan looked super jealous. And so the next
He's
day,
like,
not like that. He was, what it was is I was like, dude, guess what we get to do? And don't tell anybody yet because they haven't said it, officially, or, the media guy for the Air Force, he hasn't said anything. But I told him we get to do that. And he thought I was talking about all the media people. And then it dawned on him. He's like, oh, wait, is it everybody or just like the people, the lottery winners? And I was like, oh, just the lottery winners. So he looked super bummed. So the next day I reached out to him. I said, would you want me to take one of your high-speed cameras and try to get some footage? And he jumped on it. And they also asked me to take this 3D microphone, basically, that does really good. Even in really loud situations, it records audio very well. So I'm going to hopefully not have this too loud, but check this out. This is the
put
footage.
your headphones in. This is Sonic Boom ASMR right now.
Yeah. So it's slow-mo footage synced up with the real-time audio. Those are cameras clicking.
Damn.
Ah, car alarm.
I know.
I didn't know it got that fat. It would be Sonic Booms on liftoff.
No, this is landing.
Oh, that's coming down.
Yeah, it was landing.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll mute it and play it again. You can get another look at it. This would have been 4K footage, but I didn't align it right. I had really nothing to go off of. Whenever I was looking through the viewfinder, all I could see was black. And so what I tried to do is, like, I had something with light on the left side, something with light on the right side, and I tried to zero in on where I thought the landing pad was. And this is actually just the bottom right corner of what would be a 4K image. He just chopped it down to 1080 since it was so out of center. And so this is just the bottom right corner. It's still 1080, but it would have been 4K had I been able to center it. But there really wasn't anything to go off of. We could see a little bit of glowing light past the tree line, but nobody, really was able to point at it reliably. But when it was coming down, it's hard to tell with this footage because it's real-time audio synced with slow-mo. But the sonic booms got to us, and it was still 5 to 8 seconds before it landed, which we're used to. Whenever the Falcon 9 lands, we're usually so far away that the sonic boom doesn't get to you until well after it's already on the ground. And we knew that it was because actually some of the people that had already watched from there, they warned us, like, by the way, as it's coming down, the sonic booms are going to get to us before it touches down. And still, like, I'm aiming at it, and I'm, just shooting, and all of a sudden, it hits me, and then my camera just shakes. So I, lost a couple opportunities right there, but my settings were all fucked up, and my shots were too dark. I was trying to be clever and trying to do my exposure settings so that I could get detail in the flame, and the whole thing ended up being too dark. You could barely make out the booster, and whenever you take it into Lightroom and you try to turn up the exposure and everything, and it just made it real noisy. So that didn't work out. My other camera, I was going to do a streak, for whatever reason, didn't fire, even though I triggered it, and it didn't fire. I think it was because it was asleep, and whenever I hit my button to make it fire, it woke it up, but I didn't give it a chance. I should have hit it again, and I didn't. So I didn't come out with great stuff, but this I feel pretty good about, even though it's not technically mine. They said that I could use it in any way I want to, just for getting it for them, but
Kids might say you boomered it. You might have boomered it, Steve-O.
I might have boomered it.
Yeah, that's what the kids are saying these days. If you're over 30 and you mess anything up, you boomered it.
Oh shit.
30.
But I will say it was really cool because I mean, you're looking through a camera viewfinder and it's like looking through binoculars, and it was like seeing it on the webcast but better. I mean, we were just so stinking close. It looked really cool, and that I don't think I could have even possibly captured it the way it really looks to the eye.
Right.
But
Well, that's cool.
it
I'm
was
glad
awesome.
you were able to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. All right. Guys, this coronavirus thing is really affecting the world in many horrendous ways.
Yes.
The one that, well, there's a couple, but the one that really pisses me off is Corona beer. Corona beer is being affected by the coronavirus.
Poor Corona.
That's why today I did have, even though look, I have one of
Oh.
these I saved from last week. I'm not a big fan of regular Corona,
Uh-huh.
but this beer is awesome.
Familiar.
Familiar.
Wow.
It's like a dark lager kind of. It's really good. I can't drink it anymore, but I got one today. So I'm drinking that in honor of Corona beer. A new study shows 38% of Americans would not buy Corona under any circumstances because of fears related to the coronavirus. The
Oh my
survey
God.
conducted by 5W Public Relations questioned 737 American beer drinkers over the phone and asked about Corona beer and the deadly coronavirus infecting people around the world. In addition to the nearly 40% of Americans who refuse to drink the beer altogether, 4% of those who used to drink Corona have stopped drinking it, and 14% said they just won't order it in public anymore. Like that makes some kind of difference.
That makes me want to order it more now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I this is actually one of my favorite beers. It's really good. 16% of those surveyed were confused about whether or not Corona beer is related to the coronavirus.
What?
60% of people are stupid.
I can tell you this. I didn't see who it was, so I can't even name names. But when I was at the NASA press site, I went to the bathroom while I was there, and there was somebody already in there. And as I leave the urinal and go towards the sink, that person walks right out the door without washing their hands. Unbelievable. I'm sure it was another media person, not a NASA
You should have turned
employee,
them
but
in.
I
Yeah.
couldn't
You
because
should
like
shame them.
all I saw was like the back of their shirt. It was just some.
Just look at the back of everybody.
Yeah. I don't
Look
know.
everybody right in the back.
I think they exited the bathroom and then took off running because it took a
They
minute because
knew.
I had to wash my hands, so it took a minute. They had time to get anywhere,
He was probably trying to spread Corona all in the bathroom.
Probably a terrorist, man.
I mean, it's not
You
that I
see the
think
video-
that you don't get
In
corona
China?
from not washing your hands after peeing, but it's still like we're all super
Unless your
aware.
dick was in an infected person's mouth.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we're all super aware about washing our hands right now, and then you're gonna not wash your hands in a public restroom. It's,
Did you see the video of like people in public in China just like
Sneezing and coughing all over
smearing
stuff. Yeah.
and like smearing their hands all over
It's
like buttons and
disgusting.
shit? Like, what is
I had
that?
a video of a Thai woman getting removed forcefully from a plane because she coughed on a stewardess intentionally.
The one that's in the headlock? Is it that one? Yeah. He's like, please stay down. Please stay down. She's just like
Yeah.
Steve-O, pull up this advertisement. So Corona has been working, hard seltzer now it's becoming popular. Corona is planning on releasing their own version of this.
Maybe don't name it Corona for a little while.
If we could see the little ad,
yeah,
the ad picture, I just want everybody to see that because it's
it's pretty on the
pretty-
nose.
it's a good one. Yeah, I think they coming short soon.
Seltzer. We've got
Corona
cherry.
seltzer.
We've got what is it?
Aw.
Blackberry lime, tropical lime. I can't see what this other one is.
Mango is it like a
Mango.
mango
Okay.
flavor.
Oh, I guess it says it clear down at the bottom of the can.
All of those kind of taste the same. Any of those seltzers, and I would put them as being tolerable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well, they're
This
probably
actually
not
says
as
zero carbs,
they're-
which usually these have a few. So
they're probably not as heavy as like Mike's or Twisted Teas or something, right? Probably
No,
a little
hard
lighter.
seltzer. They don't have any sugar. Like Mike's has got a shitload
Ton,
of sugar.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
fizzy water with flavor, but no sweetener at all. Like it's
Yeah.
like Sprite without the good.
It's like making Kool-Aid without sugar.
Yeah, it's definitely not for me.
So another horrendous consequence of coronavirus. Now Italy right now. I don't know if you've heard about stories out of Italy. I mean, they're talking about triage situations. You guys know that you don't understand what the word triage means?
It's like a
Immediate medical
Is
attention.
it like MASH?
yeah. It's like a pop-up hospital.
Yeah.
No. It what it means is, like, generally it's only used in serious wartime situations where, let's say you're on a battlefield and you're in a medical center and you're full up with people and you only can do so much. And basically you start triages. You decide now who's going to live and who's going to die. Some
Right.
people you have to let die.
Mhm.
You prioritize.
You could save them. You could, yeah. So you're actually prioritizing that. There's stories coming out of Italy right now that hospitals are actually starting to do that.
Mm.
So, but I want to talk about something even worse than that, and that is how the coronavirus is affecting the polyamorous community and cuckoldry.
Oh,
Good.
very
Oh,
important.
well.
So
no.
I would like
We have
everybody.
those other topics.
Yeah, I would like everybody to pull this up, and I was thinking who would be good to do this. I can't always do the voices like this. I was thinking Patrick, maybe.
what?
Patrick,
Okay.
you've got some acting chops.
Yeah. What do I need to do here?
Hold on, I'm on the wrong one right now. Because I found another thread that I could save for a later week because I was like, holy shit, look at this. It's like a treasure trove. So Patrick, I would like you to read the part of the OP here. If I can get it to fucking load now. It
The
doesn't want to.
one that says, "So my office has us all working from home."
Yeah, I want you to be the original poster.
What's the original poster's name? I'm not really ever on Reddit.
Faggot.
Pseudonym.
Does he comment?
Pseudonym up here.
Pseudonym?
Yeah, posted
Okay.
by pseudonym.
Okay, I see it
I
now.
read it.
Cool.
Hold on just 1 second. I accidentally I fucking boomered the shit out of this.
Oh
It's
no!
really good.
Well, you emailed it to me, so go into your
Yeah.
sent mail.
No,
Yeah.
I emailed it to you.
Well, Nathan did too.
Oh, well, how thoughtful.
Wait, you emailed him the same thing?
Yeah,
I
he
emailed
forwarded
them
it to me.
too because I was like, well, how the fuck
Who's
am I
stealing
gonna get this on
stories
the
here?
computer?
Fucking
Well, he took the link that Nathan sent, and then he emailed it to me because he knows how it's a
Mhm.
pain in the ass to get something from my phone to my compy.
Mm.
Yeah, for some reason I like overwrote the bookmark, so I bookmarked the other one over that one.
Just go back
so.
into your thread and just click it.
Oh
In
yeah,
the
into
text
the text
message.
thread.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah, read that one. The guy's name is Pseudonym. That's the original poster.
Right.
So that top
Okay.
comment. Read that.
Okay.
Now I need you to imagine that you're a man who's married
Okay.
and you are into your wife having an online boyfriend and fucking her whenever.
Oh, only
And-
online? He's only allowed to fuck online, or
No, that's where they, I guess, initially met. I don't know.
Okay.
But you got to be really weak. You got to be demasculated.
Uh-huh.
I just let you.
I mean,
I'm gonna
that just sounds like me on a daily.
We
Oh,
did
man.
pick you specifically to read this,
Oh, man.
Patrick.
No, I wanted him to read it because I've heard him do funny voices, and I was thinking, I know Brad is working on this voice acting thing, but I don't want Brad to shoot his career in the foot before he gets going. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
hear ya.
ask Patrick to
yeah.
do it.
Let's do that with me.
Appreciate that.
I'm gonna let Patrick give a shot.
All right. Given space in a time of COVID-19.
Perfect.
So my office has us all working from home for a couple weeks, as one of our staff members' wives was going under testing.
He's super Southern too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This means I'm now going to be home all the time for a couple weeks. My wife has an online relationship that usually their interaction is mostly during the day while I'm at the office. I'm not sure the best way to really give them space for that during this time. I know that me being home will very much have a different energy in our tiny apartment. I don't have a separate office room from the other 2 rooms. The only thing I can think so far that would be safe for all involved would be that I might need to take up long walks to leave for 60 to 90 minutes here and there, with some coordination, so I'm very polite about planned return times. Anyone have any other ideas? I don't know if I'm a vector and won't for a while, so I don't want to be going to libraries, malls, movies, etc.
Very pressing. He's
Yeah.
wanting to know what he can do for fun while
For
his,
an hour and a
his
half.
wife is getting
Ugh.
drilled by Fernando
Online, of course.
online.
She's drilling herself.
Yeah.
Someone replied. Now you gotta reply to this too, Patrick.
Okay.
Unusual circumstances mean unusual schedule shifts. Being generous to stay in separate rooms for a few hours is great, but they might just have to not have that intimate time for a while. It's not forever.
Yeah. Doing my best to work through. Have I ticked all the did my best for you boxes?
Ugh.
Sometimes waiting just is.
Ah,
Man.
What?
oh my God. He
Oh,
could,
man.
he could stick around and carry around a snack tray for them.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's see.
God.
Let's. Hey, Brad, read the next one down from Eats Crackers.
One moment.
Eats crackers. That's good.
Eats Crackers.
I like that name.
We have that in common.
I like the one after that. Listen, y'all. Man.
I'm just not sure what voice. Let's see.
Just read it. You don't have to do it. I mean, just
all right.
Just
And if you might be a carrier, that means your wife might be as well. I assume that you're going to be based in one room. Seems that an equitable solution is to say, I need this room all day. My breaks are at X and Y with lunch at Z. And I may wander through the other room during those times to pee, eat, whatever. But I'll try not to get in your face as best I can. I mean, you're working, so that kind of needs to be a priority. But there's still privacy and space to be had, even in a one-bedroom apartment.
Patrick, you got the reply there.
Right. That's about the best I think will be available besides the walks in the circumstances. Figured I'd see if the lovely folks here and any out of box thinking just in case. Smiley face.
Listen, y'all says, your walk idea is a good one. You say 2 rooms. Can one of you set up in the bedroom and one on the couch, for example, and everyone has headphones on and the door is closed? Becca, read the next one from Karma Credit Plan. Karma Credit Plan.
Karma
Okay.
Credit Plan.
If the space is too small to give privacy and neither one of you can go out, then what can you do? If you can go out, do so for a few hours a day. Be crystal clear on when you'll be back. He already said he was going to do that. In the summers, I have a mostly long-distance relationship with one partner. My NP, I don't know what that stands for. My NP is certainly gone a reasonable amount, but he used to just pop back in unannounced. I'd be making some crazy, sexy video and then hear the door. It felt like a French sex farce. We just agreed he will never do that. If he's officially gone, he doesn't come back without texting. Ever. It works perfectly, and it's painless all around. I've also been known to FaceTime from my car. That's no good for cyber sex, but they probably don't only do that. She can scoot out to get a bit more voice or face to FaceTime.
Man.
All good advice. I appreciate these people are very helpful. Let me see. Oh, here's a good one. You should consider getting your own place. It would make her situation much easier. You should also disconnect any common bank accounts to respect her privacy. I would also remove her from your insurance as it might affect your rates if you contract the virus, and that too would not be fair to her.
Oh, man.
Just break up.
Yeah, if you skip down, Steve-O, the one that says Kahuna Kevin Tiki, can you read that one for me?
Tell her to get out and respect your new office space permanently. Also, bring the workside piece home and tell your wife there's going to be an upgrade. Change all locks.
Yeah.
And the final comment, you should come in her pussy.
I like how Great Master says this is pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine, I mean, it's a subreddit for polyamory, so I imagine most of the posts probably have a comment like that, or at least call for it.
Yeah, I found this a news article talking about it and then went into the post. So there's some people that, this is basically a community that are all into this shit, but some people have gone in there to tell people to kill themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you do? What do you do when, you're stuck at home and you're worried you're going to get coronavirus and spread it to your wife's boyfriend? What do you do about that?
It is over the internet, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, her other relationships are over the internet.
So what? They're just supposed to be what? She's just like FaceTiming and
just FaceTiming.
That's what I think. Yeah. My wife has an online. Yeah, my wife has an online relationship. Usually, their interaction is mostly during the day. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just online. I mean, it's not that bad.
He's definitely not going to give him the coronavirus.
He just has to maintain the consideration because he is now inconveniencing her with his need to be at home. And if he doesn't play his cards right, he'll be out on the streets.
Is that polyamory though? Don't they have to all live together or something?
Let's see. Well, the way the community describes it is polyamory is an openly, honestly, and consensually loving and being committed to more than one person. This subreddit discusses news, views, and issues around polyamory, polyfidelity, polypeople, and related issues. Yeah, I don't know. It's just people that love multiple people. And love people that are okay with loving multiple people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just to be clear, my views are not the views of everyone on Verbal Assault. I just like making fun of weird people, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Our views do not represent our own views.
Yeah, our views don't even represent our own views.
This is all made up make-believe.
We made this post.
I forgot to ask what everybody else had for the show before the show, so now I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, well, I was gonna go because that article. Well, I guess we weren't really going over the article, but the thing you sent me that had that ad in it, the Corona ad. I had already pulled up something. It's not from InfoWars, but it's about InfoWars and Alex Jones. And let's see, far right. I'll just read the first paragraph. Far right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones claimed during a broadcast that a nano silver toothpaste he sells kills coronavirus, and that his claim is backed up by the Pentagon and the Department of Homeland Security. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there is no specific antiviral treatment recommended for COVID-19. Is that how we're supposed to say it? Is COVID?
COVID? Yeah, I think
sounds about right.
But
I want to hear the quote because I'm not denying that
the video is
he
here.
Probably said that.
Yeah,
I want to see the video.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Because you can never trust what anybody says about a controversial figure online. So I definitely want to hear him say it.
Yeah, let me pull this up so I make sure the levels aren't too high.
Come right back with your calls, I promise. 877-789-2539 on this Tuesday global transmission.
Sounds like shit.
I'm not going to belabor this. I'm just going to tell you that for just your daily life and your gums and your teeth and for regular viruses and bacteria. The patented nanosilver we have, the Pentagon has come out and documented, and Homeland Security, and said this stuff kills the whole SARS corona family at point blank range. Well, of course it does. It kills every virus. But they found that. And then this is 13 years ago. And the Pentagon uses the product we have. And the product we have in private label is about to be in Walmart coming up. They've just ordered a massive crap ton of not the one they have, but this even better one that we have. So I'm just saying we're always cutting edge, thank to God. I just go with the research, go with the spirit, and we always have it. The nano silver toothpaste in the super blue with the tea tree and the iodine. That's the super blue is amazing. And then we have the whitening toothpaste that has the nano silver and a lot more as well. Those are both excellent. They're at InfoWarsStore.com. They're still discounted despite all the hell breaking loose. We have storable food in stock, but we have to package it, and it's 6 to 8 weeks behind shipping it out to you. Other people will lie to you.
Yeah.
Got big old Pinocchio noses. We're not. That's what's going on.
I tell you, cut it out there.
All right.
Tell you what the spirit guided me to do. I slather that toothpaste all over my dick right before I shove it in a tranny. Did you see he got caught with tranny porn on his iPad when he was doing a live stream?
Oh,
Probably
no.
gave frog porn too, or some shit.
Like he had it pulled up and then the camera caught it or something?
Yeah, because the other camera caught it on his iPad.
Why? Okay, see, that's, I mean, you can be into whatever you want, but you're trying to do a show. Why do you have tranny porn pulled up right then?
Yeah, that seems awfully strange.
That's a serious addiction there. Yeah, I don't buy it. Of course, the way that I found out about it was through someone being skeptical about it, and maybe I'm biased or something. But Bad Astronomer, he's a pretty trustworthy dude when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, the whole silver thing is it's a very popular one of those fucking bullshit.
Silver's what you use to kill werewolves, right?
Well, there's what is it? Colloidal silver? Isn't that a thing? There was that blue guy that was kind of popular for a while. He went on talk shows and his skin was blue because he took so much colloidal silver.
What?
Yeah. Supposed. I don't even remember what it is that it's actually supposed to do. It's like supposed to promote something,
somehow it kills viruses.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is the kind of thing that's dangerous, and I think what I'm about to say kind of goes along with what the Bad Astronomer tweeted anyway. But this is what makes like believing in any kind of pseudoscience dangerous. Like if you're a flat earther or I don't know, 9/11 conspiracist or whatever. Any well, that's not a good example. Maybe like homeopathy and stuff. It's like people say that nothing... like people say that it's like. It's harmless to believe these things, and if someone believes that something is going to heal them, then what's the harm in that? Well, this is the harm, because if you believe Alex Jones and you go buy his toothpaste and you think, oh well, I'm cured, so I'm fine, I don't need to wash my hands or protect myself and others and stuff. You think that you've been cured. That's where the danger comes in.
Yeah, being a flat earther is only dangerous if you're jumping in your homemade rocket. Really, that's only where it gets dangerous.
But so in time it's been proven dangerous.
It's indicative of a lack of skepticism. Well, kind of. I mean, I guess they would probably say that they are skeptical, but
oh yeah, they're skeptical of the drug. What's the word? The medical drug industrial complex or whatever.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I mean, I didn't.
I wonder if Dave helped with making of the toothpaste.
I don't know.
If only he was here, we could ask him, and he could not tell us.
Not tell us, yeah. I feel like that's a little too far for Alex Jones, even.
Oh man, I mean, no.
Has he made other things besides toothpaste like this before?
Oh yeah, he's got all kinds of shit like that. Yeah,
he's got his equivalent to Alpha Brain.
Yeah, Alpha Brain and
really
like super alpha male, or whatever the fuck it's called. Get your little virile pumped up, get your dick hard, rock solid. I forgot. I did send a video. There's a quick video. I just thought it was funny. Steve-O. World Star has just been great lately. This isn't coronavirus or anything. This is just a funny courtroom scene where this guy being convicted is just pissed at the judge. So let's watch this brief exchange, and then specifically watch the guy's lawyer sitting next to him to his right as he's saying this shit to the judge.
Okay. Oh wait, let me make sure it's backed up all the way.
Oh yeah, I saw this last night.
I just want it on record. Well, whether you agree with me or not, the higher courts will again. So I just want it on record that I'm doing everything on my part.
You can put it on the record, at a time that's best for you. But if you think this is the best time,
even though you show favoritism to the Commonwealth, you denied every motion I've ever filed in this courtroom. I'm still gonna. It's my right to file a pro se motion, and it's my right to speak what I need to speak on. I don't know if y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on or what y'all got going on, but I'm definitely gonna speak my mind.
What?
No sexual relationship.
Now I'm talking about you and a prosecutor over, sir. You denied all my motions. Every motion I filed, you didn't deny it.
I'm sure I've denied the vast
every motion I filed.
motions that have ever
Are you some type of racist? Or y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on? Which one is it?
Or are you just wrong in everything that you've made a motion for?
Are you a secret Ku Klux Klan member?
No, sir.
Is that what you really are?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
But like I said, the higher courts, they'll deal with it when time comes necessary.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
And
so say less. On to the next subject. Say less.
Oh my god.
Say less.
Say less. What does that mean?
I like how far he got into saying that shit before the lawyer said anything. You tell the lawyer was just already sick of this dude.
Yeah.
He had like gone 2/3 of the way, and then the lawyer's like, don't do that. It's stupid. That's really dumb.
Up.
You're not helping.
Shut up.
I like the accusing him of screwing the prosecutor more than the racist thing. That's a funny one.
That's Good job, World Star. The hard hitting news.
Hard hitting. The hardest of hitting news and street fight videos.
I did have one other thing. It's a space thing.
Okay.
I wanted to bring it up last week because it was kind of new last week, but this is a mission that's been planned for a while. But this there's a mission called Psyche. It is going to an asteroid called Psyche. They were very original with their naming. So this asteroid, the scientists say, is like totally metal. Like it's not
totally metal.
It's like totally metal, bro. Or at least on the surface, right? And
totally metal, at least on the surface.
At least on the surface.
Totally metal, bro.
Oh, what band can I? Oh, that's such a good joke right there.
What, Godsmack?
There you go.
Yeah, or like 3 Days Grace, or Trapped.
5 Finger Death Punch.
Trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first reaction was, oh, cool. Maybe we can, figure out how to mine it. But what they are, well, I'll let the scientists tell you. And I don't know. This really, I'll tell you why it gets me after this.
16 Psyche is an asteroid that orbits the sun out between Mars and Jupiter.
It is the only asteroid that we're aware of that is 95% metal or more and is really huge. It's about 200 kilometers across in one axis.
So it's about the size of Massachusetts.
It's believed that it may be a remnant core of an early planetesimal that was formed in the very, very earliest parts of the formation of the solar system.
And after this planet started forming and this metal core formed inside of that, it collided with other bodies that then stripped off the rocky mantle, leaving this core in place.
So that animation right there is really good, I think, because it obviously shows what they think happened. It's like there was a planet that was starting to form and it had its molten core, but then it got smashed by something and all the lighter material flew off, and all that's left is this solid metal core. Maybe it's not solid all the way down, but I just, like, do you guys remember, like, it was like a year ago. I think it was actually on like New Year's Day last year when the New Horizons spacecraft, the one that flew past Pluto a couple years back, that gave us all those really cool pictures of Pluto, it flew past this other object that was even further out. They were calling it Ultima Thule. I think they've changed the name because that's something that it's something to do with Hitler or something. Ultima Thule. Yeah, there was a big.
Of course it is.
There was a big thing about how could they choose this name whenever this had something to do with Nazism or something. I don't know.
It's like everything is 6 degrees from Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But anyway, like when that was going on, like it kind of struck something. It's I don't know about y'all, but like something super ancient like that's been out there just for billions of years, and nothing's ever seen it or known about it, and then all of a sudden we send a little spacecraft to take some pictures of it, and then we learn everything. And it's just super neat to me that this used to be the core of a planet, probably, or so they think. They could find out that they were totally wrong and it'll be something else cool, but this ultra ancient piece of whatever that's floating out there, just been out there just orbiting the sun for billions of years, and at a certain time it was on its way to becoming a planet, and this is going to launch in a Falcon Heavy, and I think in 2022, and I don't think it's going to get there till like I don't know 2025. I think the article I have may even say
Mark this down. We'll have
launch 2022.
5 years.
And 3.5 years later is when it will get there. Mars, Psyche arrives. 2026 is when it arrives. I know that's a long way off, but this is just how we learn about these things. Is we learn about them years ahead of time, and then finally here in 6 years we'll be like, hey, guess what? Remember that thing we talked about 6 years ago?
Coming back.
Yeah, I can't wait. I don't know. It's going to be just like the Ultima Thule thing. Like you're going to see the pictures, it's going to blow your mind, and then you'll just wait for scientists to discover cool things about it because none of us know how to read that kind of data.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
that's cool.
fucking cool as shit, and it's actually going to. Well, they're hoping that it's going to help teach them about like our own core because we obviously can't take pictures of Earth's core. It's a little too far down there. Like we've not even gone like 10% of the way to our own core because it's just it's too deep.
They had that deep hole in Siberia and they heard hell coming out of it.
Did they?
That?
Oh yeah, that's a fun clip to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Hey Becca.
Hello.
I think we need to collect. You need to collect some words.
Would you guys like a grammar lesson?
Of course, sure.
No.
A grammar? How about a grammar game? You do. You want it. You totally want it.
I want the game, not the lesson.
Okay, I can handle that. Don't learn anything.
Good.
I need some words from y'all.
Is there anybody in chat? Maybe they can help too.
Any specific words?
I was gonna say, I forgot. Dave's not here to look at the chat, so I'm sorry, chat.
I've got it up.
Nobody
We've got a couple people in there. Kyle and Hitch Slap, we need you.
I hope you guys have brushed up on your parts of speech.
And if there's anyone lurking, we need you too.
Hope you guys are good with words. Do you have words? Give us your words.
Best. Got the best words.
Well, then give me a noun.
Dongle.
Eiffel Tower.
Dongle, yeah.
Dongle.
Oh, dongle's good.
A dongle. Okay. Let's give me a wacky state.
Oh, wacky state.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alabama's a good one.
Okay.
Old Mississippi.
Give me a verb.
Are we going to say fisting or not?
Filleting.
Sound
filleting, Patrick. That's wonderful.
Went straight to filleting. You know what Patrick's going to go with?
Straight to filleting.
Yep.
Straight to.
I would like a noun, please.
Crumb.
Crumb.
A person.
Crumb.
A crumb. Okay.
That's with a B. The B is silent.
Crumb.
Yeah,
silent B's.
B? Yeah, silent B crumb.
Silent B crumb.
Okay, I'll take another verb, please.
Crop dusting.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting. You guys are doing great. This might be the most successful so far.
Yeah, we usually flounder around like idiots.
I need a verb, and then the next step in the hopper is a noun. So
A verb and a noun.
Yeah.
Gargle.
Fisting hot dogs.
Doorknob.
Okay, what? Gargle fist hot dog doorknob. Is that
these are
what?
a lot of words.
Well, gargle was a verb, and then
Gargle.
yeah, and then
Fist.
Gargle
Fist is
That
a
was-
verb
that was going
also.
to be a
To
word
fist.
or a verb.
Yeah, fisting.
Well, we
Gargle Fist. That's my name on our
Gargle
polyamory.
Fist.
I'm ready.
Gargle Fist.
Yeah. Check me out.
LinkedIn name.
Gargle fist. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna take gargle and fist, and then I need another of the same. I need a verb and a noun.
Hot dog, to use Brad's.
Mm.
It will be
Hot dog as a verb?
No, I mean,
No,
hey, look, I know we need a noun. So
could be.
How do you hot dog?
Hot dogging around.
well, come
Why
on,
don't you
it's
put
hot
it in
dog.
Pornhub
Hot
and see what
dog.
happens? Huh?
Hot dogging. Hot
Not
dog.
talking nuts now.
Hot dog and
How
hot
about
dog.
hot dog and hot dog?
Yeah,
Hot dogging and hot dog.
Okay, I need one of y'all's favorite. You know what it is?
lobster.
Body part.
Sounding.
Thanks.
Oh, sounding.
It's always sounding.
No, body part.
Foreskin.
Oh, body-
Foreskin.
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 Grundle. Fupa.
Weenus.
Fupa.
Fupa.
I love fupa. I
Fupa.
really do.
I love Fupa.
It's sumo season. It's gotta be Fupa.
Fupa.
Okay, for the sumo guys. They may not have an audience, but they'll have one here tonight with verbal assault. Give me an adjective. Ooh, the first adjective of the night.
Oh no, these are always the hard ones.
Describing word.
Hot dog like.
Shoehorned that in there, but I don't have a problem with it. I'll allow it.
Should we replace hot dog since hot dog was the word before it? Or should we just leave it?
No,
Nah, leave
no,
it.
leave
It's
it.
okay.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah.
It's gonna make
Especially
so
if
much
it's
sense.
describing the hot dog.
No, hold
Okay.
on. Wait. Now,
The hot dog was
Becca,
very hot dog.
let me ask something real quick. Does this pertain to what I said in the text earlier, or is this completely separate from?
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Okay. Good. Go on.
Okay, I need a relative.
Great grandmother.
Uncle.
Give me the best, funniest relative you can think of.
Gay
Uh,
uncle.
Are there any?
The redheaded stepchild.
Sister mother.
Hazel. Sister Hazel.
Sister Hazel, the band.
What's their song? I don't remember.
Is it
All for
Motorhead?
you.
No, it's got to be.
Finally
I want
figured
father,
out.
brother.
It's been
It's your.
a long, long time.
He's your father and your brother. That's
Yeah,
what-
Oedipus.
That's right.
Father, brother.
I was gonna look it
Yeah.
up, but I ain't going down that road again.
The song?
Yeah,
Hot dogging?
getting the episode blocked, and then I have
Yeah,
to
we
go
can-
and
Oh
edit it
yeah,
out
let's
and
not
everything.
do that. Yeah, we'll probably
good
get
song.
yanked
Let's
for
draw a
playing
diagram
Alex Jones.
about it.
Did you get father, brother?
Kyle has a couple. Let's see. Kyle
Oh.
has Sickly and Daddy Elon.
Daddy
Ooh,
Elon
Daddy
is
Elon.
good.
Yeah.
You better take that.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Thanks, Kyle.
Okay.
Okay, Daddy Elon it is. Okay, moving on. I'm going to need an activity. This
Sounding.
could be really good.
Sounding, of course.
Bad-
We haven't used it
badminton,
yet.
sounding.
Fi-
They're like
fisting.
Organized group sounding.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sounding competition.
Organized.
One
Group.
rod, two dongs.
Okay, I got it. All right. Perfect. Give
Well,
me
you
a
don't
chain.
you don't want that disorganized group sounding because that shit gets messy.
Dangerous. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want that
It
shit.
sounds awful.
Terrifying.
Okay, I need a chain restaurant.
Denny's.
That's good. It's perfect.
But you should put it in there as Lenny's, and then someone has to correct you and say Denny's. And
Is
then
that a
you
thing?
say Denny's. Yeah, that was their old ads. It was someone say, "Hey, let's go to Lenny's." Denny's. Denny's.
Was it?
That's
I'm
a
not
tagline.
interested in promoting for Denny's in this story.
Let's see.
I agree.
Those
Is
are
this
Lenny's
promoting
subs.
Denny's?
Give me a past tense adjective. This might be difficult.
Past
A describing word in the past tense.
tense? Yeah, that does what?
Hold on.
Disheveled.
That doesn't work.
Fuckered.
Disheveled. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
Okay,
if
it's
you had
probably
ED
a
on it.
verb in the past tense. It probably meant verb.
Yeah.
So let's work with that instead. A past, something funny that someone did in the past.
Fapped.
Gaped.
Fapped.
Vaped.
Gaped.
Gaped. Yeah.
He corrected himself. Gaped, woman.
Vape's not disgusting and funny.
I like vaped
Vape.
though. Vaped is pretty good.
Vaped works. Whatever you think works.
We're gonna go with vape. Give me a month. There's only 12 to choose from.
January.
January. Okay, fantastic. I need a verb and a noun.
Slap.
Shitting.
Scooting.
Scooting.
It's
Scraping.
Squishing.
I think scooting is the winner, but
Scooting is
now
the
I
winner.
need the noun.
Noun.
Roomba.
That's perfect. It's really good.
Oh,
Okay.
Kyle's throwing it. Okay, Kyle's.
Okay, Kyle gets to give us the next one for
Okay,
sure.
Okay,
It's a
well,
past
I've got
tense.
two from him. Okay, past tense of
Past tense verb.
cucked.
Did he give one?
Cucked.
Cucked.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and now I need an adjective.
Well, another suggestion from Kyle was infecting, so you could say infectious.
Infectious.
How about infected?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're down to the last three, but one of them doesn't have a descriptor, so I have to figure out what it is. I need a verb and a plural noun.
Okay, a verb.
Hiked.
Catapult. Catapulted.
Catapulting.
Catap-
That would be a verb.
And then
It is a
plural
verb. You are
noun.
correct.
Oh, I told you I don't need that fucking lesson.
Plural noun. Family.
Family. I need to. Yeah, I need a plural noun and a regular noun. So yeah, a family. I need something better.
Penguin.
Than penguins.
And flashlights.
Okay. And what?
Flashlights.
Flashlights.
Yeah, flashlights.
Okay.
Evo's got some bangers tonight, man. Scooting. Flashlight. Roomba.
Okay, I have everything.
Brains
I need.
just firing
killing
off.
it out
It's,
there.
it's the
Every
antennal
cylinder.
glands, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh
You got
man.
I
super
did.
antennal
Glands. Oh, we should have said antennal glands.
Oh yeah.
Antennal glands. Put that in
We
there
could put that in there somewhere.
Shoe that in there.
Just
Shoehorn
say it
that
at
in
the
there.
end, at the very end. Just yell antennal glands.
All right.
Make up your own sentence at the very end and insert antennal glands into it. This is
Okay,
your
I'll try.
special
I'll
job.
try to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what else do we have to talk about?
Oh, I got something right here. Check it out.
Okay,
Here.
something.
Yeah. While she's finalizing that, you guys just enjoy this.
Okay.
To celebrate Denny's chicken fried steak specials, we've asked the Corlick sisters to share their original recipe.
First, we bought the best chickens around. It's steak. First, we bought the best steak around and baked it in batter. We fried it. We fried it in batter and served it with beef gravy. Country gravy. Country gravy? We lived in the city. Well, it's a recipe my sister never grasped. That's why we always went to Lenny's. Denny's.
Try our chicken fried
There it
steak
is.
specials for breakfast.
There it is.
There it is.
1988.
$3.59 for all
Man.
that.
Wow.
That's a good deal.
Hey,
Shit.
Steve-O, pull up the Angelic Initiative.
Okay.
I wanted
The Denny's
to.
commercial.
Yeah.
Doing a Denny's commercial.
Yeah, Kyle
I
may
wanted
not have been
to-
around for Angelic Initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
You gotta.
is this one? Black
Lynn
holes of
McGonagall.
corruption. Oh shit, you are
What?
loud. Yeah, let's skip.
Yes, just to be clear though, the
already
opinions.
begin to
Hold on, pause
search
it a
for
second.
truth.
The opinions expressed are not those of the two ladies you see here. It's the opinions of the angels and the spirits that are talking to them. Just
Oh, yeah. I guess I should have read that.
much like our own disclaimer,
Yeah.
our opinions aren't our opinions.
Our
Neither are
opinions are not
theirs.
our own.
Yeah.
Episode
Community by wiser
1136.
minds above all of us. Those rules have been, in large part, covered on camera, and
That's
we
right.
can provide links to that, or at least a reference to it. And there are some of those rules that have not yet been covered on camera, and we do acknowledge that is still something that we're supposed to have done that we have not done.
That's right.
And we haven't even finished the preparatory work for it, so
No.
we do acknowledge that. We apologize.
Oh, what's she doing? She's getting
Not sure
something.
who's speaking.
Gee,
but
wait.
Could it
I
be?
think the souls sitting, it's like they've been called into somebody's office
Yeah, that's how that
to kind of like
feels.
account for themselves. And
Anita, that's
it
true. I
feels
need it.
like these souls have been given virtually no resources and sent into a situation that was completely different than what they were led to believe it would be. And now they're kind of being chastised for not having done the job when it's like they were sent in to build the house, and they find out that no longer is that not only is there no solid ground, but the ice flows on which they would have been building the house have now melted, and it's just the Arctic Sea. And how are they supposed to build a house on the Arctic Sea?
How are you
But
supposed
yet
to do
that is
that?
the assignment, and the supervisor is saying, "But isn't this the GPS point?" And they're saying, "Well, yes, it is the GPS point, but it's not as it
What the
appears."
fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, jump ahead a little bit. We got to
Maybe
hear about the
the
black holes
absurd-
of corruption.
Okay.
Interdimensional state. It is a lot of effort to get people up to the first level of the astral dimensions, and we don't wish to pretend that that's a small effort. We're not trying to be disrespectful of the effort involved.
Absolutely not.
But what everybody is doing is getting their hypnotic subject, or however they're working, getting their subject up to the very first meeting rooms, and then stopping there fully exhausted.
Where we got?
One
Say
person
black
says
holes, please.
inordinate, and another presence says enormous, and probably both.
If only
of
Angela
those
Merkel would
actually
show up
supply.
and tell him some shit.
Oh, this dog just showed up.
Oh yeah, there's a little
So
Boston Terrier.
what
There you go.
now? How do we reopen portals to higher vibrations from
you
inside
go.
a black hole of corruption? What has worked in other black
Yeah.
holes of corruption to reopen portals to higher vibrations?
How do you do it? I don't know. Tell us. I want to know.
That is a very
Tell us how to do it.
hard-covering inquiry.
Yes, it is.
Let's try it again. What has worked in other black holes of corruption
Hold on.
to reopen portals to higher
Oh,
vibrations?
coughing is a common. Uh-oh.
What has worked
Oh no.
in other black holes of corruption to reopen portals to higher vibrations?
For the
she
audio
fist bumping?
listeners, there's a caption that
says
said
it's like the
coughing is a
joke of, "Have
common.
you stopped
What
beating
did
your
it say?
wife lately?"
Common
From the
response.
energy.
Energy shifting.
Energy
Somebody
shifting.
says joke of,
Fist
"Have you stopped
bumping.
beating your wife lately?" They want to say that it's not a black hole of corruption, but they can feel what's worked in other black holes of corruption, and they can feel that the setup is. It feels actually identical.
Yes, it does.
When they say
dog's
setup,
getting
they
down
mean
with it.
drugs of an alcoholic
Guys,
beverage.
you guys are going too
And
long.
we noticed that just before the filming, they were talking about multiple.
Why are we watching this again?
I need a that's true. I really need a that's true.
I don't think it's coming.
Yeah,
We're watching this because we're waiting on Becca.
I think we moved past the
Oh.
that's trues.
All right, we're good. We're good on that.
Okay.
I just missed them. I missed them so much.
Was
Well,
that
we get
Diamond Dallas Page with them in one of those?
No, that's some
No.
fucking dude that they did a couple things with shows with where he would just
DDP.
Pay Money Wubby? The
Wubby,
Not So
yeah,
Angelic
Wubby.
Initiative. Whoa.
Yeah, it's just some dude. I don't know. It was weird. They would talk for 20 minutes and he would just sit there.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Becca, let's do it.
You're muted.
Becca, you're
Get out of
muted.
your black hole of corruption and let's do this.
Have you guys? Did we discuss why Dave's not here?
No,
Dave's not here because
listen.
he
Listen to
decided
this.
to not be here.
No, listen to this article I just found.
Oh shit. Is he okay?
Wow, it's already in the news.
Dave not being here. It's in the news.
You'll understand why shortly.
Oh God, now I'm worried.
So this article says a dongle in Alabama was arrested this morning after he was caught filleting in front of a crumb. Dave 70 had a history of crop dusting, but no one, not even his gargle, ever imagined he'd fist with a fupa stuck in his hot dog. No one saw this coming.
Oh my God. What a monster.
How's he done this?
Here's
How
a
have we
quote.
been friends with this man for so many years?
Here's a quote from someone. I always thought he was hot dog like, but I never thought he'd do something like this. Even his daddy Elon was surprised. After a brief organized group sounding session, cops followed him to a Denny's where he reportedly vaped in the fry machine.
Oh.
Oh man.
But that made it look really cool. You know, like a witch's cauldron, you know?
Maybe.
In January, a woman was charged with a similar crime. But rather than scooting with a Roomba, she cucked with an infected dog.
Ooh. Oh man.
Never cuck with an infected dog.
I mean,
never.
Either way, we imagine that after witnessing him using fleshlights with penguins, there are probably a whole lot of people that are going to need some therapy.
What's he jamming the penguin into the fleshlight?
The penguins' antennal glands were all checked and they're fine. The end. So that's where Dave is.
Oh man.
I don't believe this.
God damn it, Dave.
What did he get caught doing? He got caught filleting in front of a crumb.
I don't think kindly to that in Alabama.
What's he fucking doing in Alabama?
Been
Wonder how
illegal
much that
for
bail
200
money is.
years in Alabama.
Well, I guess maybe his parents didn't know. Maybe they found out from the show. They needed to know.
Sorry, Dave's
We
parents.
got some penguin noises there.
Somebody's probably going to have to bail him out. What is happening?
Penguins.
Those are the penguins being used on a fleshlight.
I want to hear it again now that I know what it was.
Well, wait. Here's this one. Oh, he's got to shake his head first. See, if you're watching, you can see this.
It sounds like the beginning of a dubstep.
I see Dave making that sound. You know Dave making that face he makes? He's like...
That just sounded like someone doing that into a fan.
Did you just like look up the sounds of penguins getting fucked?
I just looked up penguin sounds. Getting fucked.
Just don't look up the one of the seal raping the penguin. Don't
Do
Do
look
not
that up.
Do not look that up.
Do.
I won't.
Do look it up, everybody.
Oh, and I misspelled penguin. I'm embarrassed. Wait, what is it?
How did you spell it? P-I-M-G-U?
Penguin.
Penguins.
Penguin.
Oh, you throw the word
Penguin.
fucking in there, and YouTube doesn't want to suggest anything.
Sexing a polar bear. A polar bear sexing a penguin.
Okay, so this is
Steel
yeah.
penguin.
We can't go that route because that's got a
No, we can't
Foo
go
Fighters
that.
song in it.
All right.
We don't need to.
Let's see.
Just go look it up.
Contains images that might be. Oh, there you go.
Let us see it. Let me see it.
That sounded like the walrus and the penguin.
Cuckoo choo, motherfucker.
I am the walrus. Yep.
He's doing it.
It is.
Who's making the sound a bit ago? Oh, there you go.
Those other penguins are just standing there, just staring.
They're like, we don't know what to do.
Looking at his shame.
Don't do anything. It's gonna be you next.
Still keeps looking at him.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at this fucking
There goes a
seagull.
dodo.
He's into it.
Looks like a
Seagull's into it.
Yeah, he wants next.
Yeah.
It's government.
And now there's
drone
more
watching.
penguins coming to watch.
Like, you know what? That actually looks
Just
kind of
a
enjoyable.
whole mess of penguins.
You said it looks adorable.
I said enjoyable.
Oh, enjoyable.
That's what the penguins are thinking.
I'm just like eyeing. He's like eyeing all the other penguins. Oh god.
Oh. He's getting it in now.
Terrible. We have a terrible show.
I was thinking, how did we get to this? How did we get here?
How
I
did I
blame
get
Dave.
here?
Yeah,
we
I
went
blame
from
Dave. It's Dave.
verbal assault
same
to
fault.
visual assault.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
Thank you, Penguin, for sacrificing yourself for our enjoyment. Thank you to Haywood Banks for our theme song. But before we do this, we gotta hear poetry from Becca.
Oh, do we have any voicemails?
No.
Lame.
Poetry from Becca.
We do have some of
try to
that.
Class up the joint.
Oh man,
You
I
know,
really
it up.
came through here. This was a rough one. It took me a while to get anything, but I think I really pulled it together. It's called Shrimp Wizard. The end.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh.
A brief interaction on the surface. We learn everything, trusted not to fuck up when it really starts becoming something we don't need. Sacrificing ourselves for enjoyment, shifting into a black hole, pretending not to be super aware of maintaining our rules, and trying what hasn't worked for the sake of the story.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you.
How do people call us and leave a message?
I don't know.
Oh, we're not doing it in order?
Only Brad knows.
Okay.
I already said my shit
We
before
can mix it up.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
mix it up.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you are a shrimp wizard, you need to call 865-316-6955 because people are out there and they want that sweet antenna meat. And we're the only ones that can save you. So you need to call right now. 865-316-6955 and we'll sell you our own verbal assault brand toothpaste made from real shrimp antennae glands. They work wonders for the soul.
And go ahead, follow us on Twitter, where, I don't know, maybe we'll post a picture of what an antennal gland looks like. _verbal assault _ And catch us live on YouTube at 10:30 every Wednesday. And if you want to find the link to that, because it's easier than searching for it on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, _verbal assault _ because it'll be there.
Support us on patreon.com/verbal assault. You can get a monthly subscription to the shrimp toothpaste there.
Oh, yeah.
When you pay $15 a month or more.
There you go. Yeah.
Now, what are you gonna do if somebody actually takes up that offer?
We're gonna make some fucking shrimp toothpaste.
We're gonna make
It's gonna look exactly like Colgate, but trust us, it has shrimp in it.
There will
Shrimp gate.
There will be shrimp in it. And subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcast and leave a 5-star review on iTunes. That helps.
Please leave us a 5-star review. It takes 5 seconds, for God's sake.
If you made it this far, come on. Come on.
Yeah. Kyle said he tried to find some penguin dubstep.
Thank you.
But mostly getting Pingu trap remixes. And Hitch Slap wanted to know what she was doing with her arm. She was doing the
These are
the tendrils.
She's
What is it?
pulling out her
fantastic
trauma
questions,
strands.
guys.
Trauma strands, yeah.
Trauma strands. So she has bad energy and she's pulling it out. Sometimes they do this one, like when they just hold them up, and that's them like holding their energy down so it doesn't float away.
Right.
Oh, I like the
Yeah.
one arm wave. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, that's the
think it
holding
was
down
the
the.
way-
And then she was
Oh,
doing
that's-
like this, like putting one hand
Yeah,
in front of her forehead.
they both have different techniques, but that's them containing their energy so it doesn't float away. That's what that is.
All right.
Yeah, I highly recommend you go and find a few choice videos of theirs, especially when they're trying to heal horses. Those are good ones.
The horses don't know what's happening. but
Spiritual
of course
horse
they
healing.
wouldn't.
They
Those
are
are great.
just ignoring them.
Just look up Angelic Initiative on YouTube.
Over 1,000 videos.
Really?
Just
Is it over
like that.
1,000?
Yeah, dude, I
yeah.
said that earlier. Ridiculous.
Left said makes sense. That must be very effective. I'm sure it is. All right. So there's no Dave for the deuces. So I'll just say hot dog like hot dogs.